And so it's important to prepare ourselves proactively to be able to sustain shockwaves, not only from a financial perspective, a people perspective, but also the way that our business operates or you as a human operate. Kia ora, hi, I'm Craig Johns, high performance leadership expert, the CEO and managing partner of Speakers Institute Corporate, and the founder of Gravity of Leadership. Now, in today's episode of the Gravity of Leadership series, we are talking about sustain the shock waves. You know, when we talk about resilient and sustainable teams, we need to create an environment where we can sustain those shock waves, not react, not over-respond, but we are responsible in those moments. There are going to be times where things don't quite go to plan, where we get hit with something out of the blue. We might get blindsided by a truck coming out of nowhere, so to speak, or a COVID may come along, or a recession. But we need to sustain those shock waves. And so it's important to prepare ourselves proactively to be able to sustain shock waves, not only from a financial perspective, a people perspective, but also the way that our business operates or you as a human operate. So when we think about teams, we need to look at removing linchpins and egos. So how can you ensure that there's not a single person who knows how one thing works? Because if they leave and no one else knows how to do it, you're in trouble. So how do you make sure that you can share information, you can share understanding, so we remove the linchpins in an organization? But so important is it also to remove the egos. Yes, we need to build self-worth and build up people's egos, but the collective worth and creating the ecosystem is more important than the ego system. Now, resilience, when it comes to thinking about business, etc., and human beings, it doesn't mean we develop a culture of getting used to tough challenges, long working hours, and those real high stress loads. It's about having the mindset to understand that we can make decisions and it's okay if it doesn't quite work out. It's knowing that we can make mistakes, but we need to learn from them quickly and be able to ensure that we don't repeat them in the same way. We have to develop that resilience of taking risks and being vulnerable and exposing ourselves, but knowing that it's okay, you can make those mistakes. So how can we sustain the shockwaves in a team or in a company? By creating a space where we can build that resiliency, we can build sustainable teams by not relying on 1, 2, 3 or a select group of people, or being in a space where we don't allow people to take risks and feel safe about taking risks and know that they're not going to be judged or they're going to be put down or negatively responded around things that they may do. So let's create a psychological space where we can sustain the shock waves inside your team or organization. Remember, it's important to create a gravitational pull, not a gravitational push as a leader. What is your gravity of leadership today? Ka kite anō. I'll see you next time.